Good morning, YouTube. This video is a video response to Shauna from the G.E.E.K.S Paranormal channel. Um, no, it's not a witchy discussion, and like I've said before, if you want a witchy topic, you're not always going to get it here. So, you might as well unsubscribe now if that's not what you're interested in. Because, like I've said to other fellow YouTubers, we are people outside of being witches. So, that there's more to us than just being a witch. So, now that that's out of the way, the video response was a question was asked. Do you believe in the paranormal? Have you had your own experiences? Yes, I believe in the paranormal. Yes, I've had my own experiences. As you can see here, I'm not in the camera, but I'm showing a picture of my grandfather. That is Robert L. Kessinger, and he would be senior, because my son is the third, which I named after him. But he was my grandfather, my mother's father, and also him and my grandma are the ones that raised me. He passed away in 1990 when I was just 12 years old. For me, it was like losing a parent, because that's the only dad I ever knew was him. For a real long time, here's that. I guess that would be like a more recent picture of him, and I'll explain this in a second. Sorry about the glare. Anyways, so my grandfather passed away, and I was 12, and I guess I was at that age where, you start and actually think about things, and, I hoped and hoped and hoped that, maybe I would see his ghost or something, just for him, just so I would know he was okay. So, fast forward to the age of 15. My grandma gets really super sick, and she ends up in the hospital. My mom, instead of actually being a mom, never come to make sure my brother and I were okay. So we were pretty much left to fend for ourselves while she was in the hospital. So, my friend and I was, like I said, I was 15. My friend and I had come over to my house to get a few things, because I was spending the night with her. I was too scared to be at home by myself. So, we decided to come get some things. Mind you, it's not even dark. It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, okay? So we're going out my back door, and we all know that the sun rises from the east and sets in the west, correct? Well, the way our house was situated was like east to west or whatever, and the sun should have been setting on the west side, right? We're getting ready to go out the back door, and her and I, for some odd reason, both of us at the same time, look over at my grandpa's chair, and there he sat. Sun streaming through the front door. Like I said, the sun sets in the west. The sun was in the west at this time. from nowhere, a beam, it was like a beam of light came out into the front door window where no sun should have been. And it was like he was sitting right there in his chair. And I looked at her and she looked at me, and we both were like, oh shit. Now that freaked us both out. So that was my first experience, paranormal experience of my own. The second time, I was pregnant with my first son. The one I named after my grandfather. And I remember waking up thinking somebody was staring at me. And I roll over, and there, sitting on the edge of my bed, was my grandpa. Mind you, he'd been gone for 5 years by then. He was dressed how he was always dressed. My grandfather was a disabled veteran. He wore white undershirts and flannel long sleeve shirts over the top of the undershirt. And he wore this really weird hat. I can only describe it as like, it's one of those weird hats that Irish guys wear, where you can kind of like button it and unbutton it at the bill. They had one of those hats on. And he was sitting at the edge of my bed smiling. And he got up and he walked out my bedroom door and down my hallway. And I watched him go into my grandma and grandpa's bedroom. I followed him. And I watched him sit down on his side of the bed and lie down. And when I flipped my grandma's light on, he was gone. At that time, she discounted what I had seen with my own eyes as pregnancy. You know, pregnancy does weird things to you. It wasn't until later that I found out she believed me. Because she'd had several of her own experiences. But being as we were children, she didn't want to scare us. But she believed me. And those are my first two paranormal experiences. I very, very much so believe in the paranormal. I believe that there is another side. I believe that our loved ones are always with us. Do we always see them? No. And I think they only come to us when they know that they think we can handle it. And at that time, I think he felt that, you know, I can handle seeing him. That I wasn't so far into my grief anymore that I was finally ready. Sorry. But this is my video response to Shauna. Yes, I do believe in the paranormal. I am a firm believer that there is life after death. Again, you guys are great, and I'll continue to share your channel. And blessed be. Thank you for watching.